You've finally done it, haven't you? After years of waking your mother up for toast at dawn, coupon books she will never collect, and macaroni art she will never be able to decipher, you have finally given her the worst gift of all. Nothing.
Okay, since your mom's been waiting for her gift for a while, we're going to get right into the craft. We're going to be making a flower vase out of a mason jar. So you're going to need a mason jar, some acrylic paints. I'm going to be making a yellow vase. I've got some white and some yellow here. I've got my scissors, of course. I have some twine that was featured in the last video as well. I've got a paintbrush so I can paint my mason jar. I've got some tape to attach the twine later on. I've got a pair of pliers, which will help us out with the fake flowers if you're going to be using fake flowers. And of course those fake flowers that I just mentioned right now. You can use real flowers, but I find that these last forever, so they're kind of nicer in that sense. And I've also got a cup of water to clean off my paintbrushes when I am done using them. So I've got my mason jar right here. It's clean, it's dry, and I'm sitting on this paper towel to protect my desk. I've also got a yogurt lid, which I'm going to be using to put paint on and mix it up, just to give me a little palette to work with. So I'm personally going to be making a pastel yellow color right now to paint my vase in, just because I think it goes with the flowers better, but you can make it any color you'd like. Whatever color you think your mom would like, or, you know, if you're making this for yourself, whatever color you'd like. So you're going to take this and you're just going to paint the entire jar. I find it better, as you can see me working up to now, to do long strokes down the entire length of the vase, because it creates like a little bit of a streaky rustic effect when you do that. And that's the look that we're going for. As you can see, I've got my hand in the jar. It makes it a little bit easier to turn and to get all of the sides covered in paint. When you're done, you're going to turn it upside down and you're going to paint the bottom of the vase, and you're going to leave it to dry for a while. Now, I'm not going to lie, it does take quite a bit of time for this thick acrylic paint to dry on the mason jar, but you just be patient and it'll come out nice and a little streaky, but that's good in this sense because we're going to be putting a second coat on it. As you can see, I'm starting right now. And then you're going to leave it to dry again. I've got this cute dog mug that I'm sipping on in the background. And once your jar is dry, you're going to flip it over and you're going to paint the rim. You're going to paint all around the edges, just trying to make it as evenly coated as possible. It's not too big of a deal. We're going to be covering it in a second. It's just to give it that background color. And you're not going to be painting the inside, by the way. Do not paint the insides of this jar. So you're going to take your jar. As you can see, it's fully coated. It's got a little bit of a rustic look with those streaks going on right there. I think it's perfect for a mason jar vase, and especially with what we're going to do next, which is put the twine on around the rim of the mason jar's opening. Now, in order to wrap this twine around, I tried experimenting with a couple different glues. I find they didn't work the way I wanted, so I decided we're going to do this a little differently. Yes, we're going to take a piece of tape, as you can see my beauty guru hand motion to get it to focus here, and you're going to attach it onto the twine onto the jar using that piece of tape. Now, I know this might seem a little bit flimsy, it might seem like it might not hold, but you're going to be wrapping the twine around that tape multiple times and like layering over that area, so it shouldn't really be a problem once you've got a couple layers on there already. You can see me doing that right now. And just make sure to go all the way from a little bit below the lip to all the way down underneath the bottom of the rim. And once you finally gotten enough layers on there where it feels secure and it looks pretty covered, you're going to be taking your end, snipping it, and tying in the loose end within the wrapped twine around the jar so it stays up. We're not going to be using any glue or any tape. It'll pretty much just stay up by itself if you wrap it tight enough and weave it tight enough. At this point, I'm going to be taking some fake flowers and I'm going to be putting them in the mason jar. The problem with this is that you can see the stem is a little bit too long for the jar, so I'm going to be snipping these and I'm going to be making them a little bit shorter so that they fit in the jar a little bit prettier. And now you would think the way to do this is to cut it, right? You know, that's the logical way, but the thing about fake flowers is that they've got a little wire in the center of each plastic piece, so I'm going to be bending that around with some pliers. So you're going to push the leaves out of the way and you're going to take one stem at a time, as you can see a little bit closer up here. And you're going to be taking your pliers and just firmly grasping one area and starting to twist. Just twist back and forward, make circling motions. Just really get the metal inside of that plastic to bend around and bend it and bend it and bend it until it snaps. As you can see, it takes a little bit of work, but it'll be much easier than cutting it, believe me, and much safer too. So you can see my flower came off here. This one came off a little bit short. That's quite alright. You want some variation in sizes when you are making a flower bouquet for your vase. So it's fine if the plastic doesn't go all the way to the bottom. You're not really going to see that anyway. So I've got all of my flowers here in varying sizes. But when I put them in the jar, they don't exactly stay still the way I like them to, so I prefer to bind them with a little bit of twine. So I'm going to gather them all together, and then I'm going to take a small snippet of twine and I'm going to tie it around the bottom just to keep things together a little bit nicer. And you can see me doing that right here, right now. And I'm just making a simple knot. I'm really not doing anything too fancy, just to keep it together. Now you could just plop this into the vase, or you can use a little piece of foam to prop the flowers up a little bit higher, whatever you prefer. But that is your finished bouquet right there. And you're just going to put that in the jar, move that around to make it look nice. And you will have your finished vase. Your finished fake flower bouquet for your late Mother's Day gift, which you can see as a finished product right here. It's nice and colorful, it's a little bit rustic, a little bit classic, it's just all over a nice gift.
Okay, so there you have it. A quick, easy Mother's Day gift that is already 2 days late. So, you know, you better go mail that to your mom or go grovel on her front doorstep. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do. Tap the notification bell if you're interested in seeing me again. And if you like the video, make sure you give it a like or leave a comment down below on how you would change up the craft or what color you're planning to paint your vase, okay? I'll see you guys next time.
At the end of your message, press 1.
I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you.